Think about the last time you ordered something online. You hit place order, the page came back instantly, and a few seconds later, a confirmation email showed up in your inbox. Today, we're building the machinery behind that moment, a change data capture pipeline, CDC for short. Now switch seats. You're the one running the store. That order needs to go into the database, but the shipping team needs to be notified. The customer needs that confirmation email, and your inventory needs an update. If your web server tries to do all of that during checkout, the customer is stuck staring at a frozen screen, waiting for emails they never needed to see. And every task you add later means editing checkout, the one piece of code you least want to touch. So we flip it. The server does one job: save the order and answer success instantly. Behind the scenes, the database itself broadcasts that a change happened, and every background task fires on its own within seconds. We're building a working one on AWS, serverless, end-to-end, and by the end, we'll place one order with a single curl command and watch a real email arrive with nothing in our code sending it. And this isn't just for watching. Every piece comes with a free hands-on lab, so you can build the whole pipeline yourself. Let's get into it. Everything turns on one component, so let's start there. We need a place to store orders that can also tell us the instant something changes. That's DynamoDB. We'll make a table for orders keyed on the order ID in on-demand mode, so it scales with traffic and costs nothing when it's quiet. Now, the part that makes this whole design work, we turn on DynamoDB streams. With streams enabled, every single change to the table, every insert, update, and delete gets captured in order as an event, with both the new and old versions of the row. This is the alternative to polling. Without it, something would have to keep asking the table, "Anything new yet?" over and over. With it, the table pushes the change out the moment it happens. The database becomes the event source. That gives us two halves to build around it. First, the half that feeds the table. We need something to take an incoming order and write it, so we'll add a Lambda function, the ingest function. Its whole job is small on purpose. Read the order, drop it into the table, and immediately answer placed successfully. It does not send the email. It does not wait. The customer gets an instant response, and the rest happens behind the scenes. But a function sitting in your account can't be reached from a browser or an app, so we put a front door on it, API gateway. We expose one route, a post, to /order, backed by that ingest Lambda. And because a public endpoint is a public endpoint, we lock it down. An API key required on every request, and a usage plan that throttles it to 50 requests a second and 1,000 a day. One noisy client can't run up your bill or knock the pipeline over. Now the second half, the part that listens. We add a second Lambda, the processor, and we point it at the stream. This is the magic moment. We never call this function ourselves. DynamoDB streams triggers it automatically whenever a new order lands. It reads the change, pulls out the order details, and sends a notification. Sends it where? To Amazon SNS, a topic to which our email is subscribed. The processor publishes one message. SNS fans it out to every subscriber. Today, that's an email. Tomorrow, you add a text message or a warehouse queue by subscribing it to the same topic. And the order code never changes. Two functions, two jobs. And that's exactly why they get two separate IAM roles. The ingest role can write to DynamoDB. The processor role can read the stream and publish to SNS. If one were ever compromised, it still can't do the other one's job. That's least privilege. And it's not optional housekeeping. It's the security boundary. Quietly underneath, every function streams its logs to CloudWatch, so when an email doesn't show up, there's one place to look. And now, the moment we promised at the start. We send one order to the endpoint with our API key. The API answers instantly. Order 999 placed successfully. The customer's already moved on, and a second or two later, with nobody having wired checkout to an inbox, the change has rippled out on its own. The write hit the table, streams caught it, the processor woke up, SNS fired, and an email lands. New order alert, gaming laptop. The database announced its own change, and the system reacted. So that's the pipeline. API gateway as the guarded front door. The ingest, Lambda writing orders and answering fast. DynamoDB holding the data with streams turning every change into an event. The processor, Lambda listening on that stream. And SNS fanning the alert out to subscribers. With two tight IAM roles keeping each function in its lane, and CloudWatch watching underneath. And the checkout never has to know who's listening. The best way to make this click is to wire it up yourself and watch a real order turn into a real email in front of you. We've broken it into free hands-on labs. First, a mini lab for each core piece: SNS, DynamoDB, IAM, Lambda, and API Gateway, so you can get comfortable with each service on its own. Then, a capstone, where you wire the whole pipeline together from scratch. In the capstone, you'll create the SNS topic and subscribe your email, stand up the DynamoDB table and switch on streams, and build the 2 IAM roles. You'll write both Lambda functions, the processor that listens on the stream, and the ingest function that writes the orders. Then, put API Gateway in front, locked behind an API key and a usage plan. By the end, you'll send one order with a single curl command and watch a real email land in your inbox, completely on its own. Links are in the description. You just watched a database send an email all by itself, and now you know exactly how, piece by piece. That's what we do here. Real AWS architectures, built from scratch, with free labs to match. Subscribe so the next build lands in your feed, and tell us in the comments what we should wire up next. See you in the next one.